Today's tip is going to make Lego Fortnite so much easier for you. Now, like I said yesterday, I can't give you the inside information as to what next week's update is just yet, but I can give you tips and tricks to help out. First thing I want to do is take a look at my main survivor world and write down the seed number, so you guys can see exactly what the seed number is to my survivor world. Now, we're really going to take advantage of this and explore the entire world much easier. So now I want to go into a create a world and change it to sandbox mode and plug in the world seed that I was using for my survival mode. The reason why we're going to do this is I could actually scope out every single cave and what's inside of them to know every single marker on the map and where I should be going. Now, the other thing about this is it's very good if you want to move your village. What you could do actually inside of this creative mode is find a location that's very close to each and every biome. A lot of us made the mistake by just plopping down our village once we spawned in. That's what Lego wanted us to do. But now that we know being closer to each and every biome is actually more beneficial for us as far as our villagers go and looting goes, this allows you to kind of scope out your world, find where that middle point is so that you could actually have a village or your main base be in between all 4 biomes. And just so people can see that this does work, if you go into the creative world, I want you guys to remember these 2 large rocks as well as the dry valley location south of this village area and the one north of this village area, because this is the main area that I stay at where I had to travel over 3,000 meters to move to. Now, this is me in my survival world and I did a lot of renovating. However, those 2 rocks are still located in that same spot. The dry valley is all the way south. I have the grasslands there, dry valley again north. And like I showed you guys earlier, I traveled 3,000 meters to get here and marked a ton of caves. So using this trick is going to allow me to kind of mark all of those caves down south, because that's somewhere I really haven't explored yet, and you'll see I missed a ton of really good loot there. So now that we know that that dry valley area that was south of my map wasn't explored, we could load right back into the creative world, and now inside of this area, all I want to do is fly up to the front door of the cave and then switch right back out and go and find another one, because that's going to mark that cave now on my map. So now just simply fly to every single one of these inside of the area, and now you can mark them and save it for later. So now you know in your survival world, hey, I have this cave here, and I know exactly now where I need to go in order to get this stuff done. So pretty quickly, I was able to discover 4 caves that were all right next to each other. And when I went a little bit more south, I was able to find even more of these dry valley caves. So this area down here is actually probably the best dry valley area on my entire map, as I find 2 more caves directly next to each other here. So now in the span of maybe 5 minutes, I have found 7 different caves that I could now go and explore on my main world and know that I'm going to find every material that I need. But before you guys watch this entire video, keep in mind that some of your worlds may not have every single cave that is listed inside of the creative mode. For whatever reason, after talking to my Discord, it seems like some of them are a little bit different. In this area of the map that I'm in right now, I could show you 4 caves, and on that top left image, I could show you all 4 caves as well. So I'm standing on top of one of them. There's another one down here in this spot there. There's a third one in this spot right here, and in the distance right here is a 4th cave. So I have all 4 caves inside of this area exactly how it is in creative. When I go north, I have 2 of these caves exactly how the creative mode is. However, on the right side, I am missing a cave that was shown inside of creative that is not shown inside of survival. So it looks like it is fairly accurate, but not 100% guaranteed to contain every single cave. Now, the absolute best part about this is you can go inside of the caves and find exactly what you want to find. So inside of this cave specifically, I was able to find Ruby pretty much right at the front door. And since I could fly around and move a lot quicker, not have to worry about eating stamina damaged skeletons, I could still search inside of here to find even more Ruby, and then again write down that that is where the Ruby is located to know that once I get into this cave, I know exactly where I need to go, and I know exactly what I need to do. I can also look inside of this cave to see if there's multiple exit points, write down where those exit points take me. That way I know exactly how this cave system works. So this was a very large cave, and when I take that second exit point, it actually brings me directly next to the cave that I was originally in. So now I know that these two caves here on this bottom part or this edge area are connected to each other, and if I want to go into one and leave out the other, I could very easily do that. So just to break down exactly what you would do once you discover one of these caves is you would actually go into your toy section and place down a marker. That's going to require some granite. So once you have your granite, you're going to place down a map marker. Now, because I'm going to just organize this pretty nicely, I want to select the rock icon and choose red for ruby, yellow for Brightcore, gray if there's really nothing inside of there. Now, once I go into this cave, I can explore a little bit and see exactly what's inside. This cave in particular here doesn't have any enemies, so it is one of those really nice caves that just has the obsidian, the copper, and then all of the chests that you can break in order to get those materials. That's obviously really nice, but I'm on the lookout for ruby and then also Brightcore, and these don't have any of them. So when I leave this cave, I just want to mark this down as gray to let myself know that this isn't going to have any of the goodies that I need. So now that we found another cave, we're going to do that same exact thing here. So my main goal is going to be finding Brightcore, so I labeled that as a yellow rock because that is what I want to clear this cave out of, or that's what I want to find inside of this cave. Once I get in here, I see a lot of lava, which means there's going to be a ton of Brightcore, which is very nice. But when I start to walk, not only do I find ruby, but I also find a villager spawn, which is absolutely one of the most important things in the game because now I know that I could use the previous glitches with villagers to always get a villager in that spawn area, and I can continue to refresh that villager until I get somebody that I want. Now that I'm in here, I'm able to find some ruby as well, so I'm going to use my lightsaber and triple luck pickaxe trick in order to get as much ruby as I possibly can. This trick is really, like I've said in every single video prior, smacking these rocks with as much of the lightsaber as you can, as it doesn't hurt the durability, and then last hitting it with your triple luck pickaxe, as again, it doesn't hurt durability. The last thing that I want to do is just protect myself when it comes to these villagers, and I want to place all of these walls around it so that none of the villagers or none of the enemies inside of this area throw any TNT and ruin that respawner. Now, once you guys have figured out the cave systems, you just want to now mark them down as to where you go in and where you come out of. So this cave right here in particular is somewhere brand new to me. I've never been to this area of the map, but what happened was I went into one area of the cave and I came out the other. So I just want to give it the same exact marker. That way to myself, I can indicate that I have two of the same cave entrance or exits inside of here. So if I were to go ahead and clear out one of these pink paw caves, it really clears out both of them so I don't go into them later on. Now that a lot of you guys are going to be exploring these caves, I got one last trick for you, and that's going to be putting campfires down on the right side of you as you're exploring these caves. You don't need to do it every 2 or 3 meters, just do it every once in a while where you put this down on the right side of a wall. The reason why you're going to do this is if it's on the right side, then you're going into the cave. If it's on the left side, then you're leaving the cave. This is a really good way to kind of place down markers since you can't open up your map and see inside of a cave just yet. Putting down these campfires kind of works as a marker. So I could put this down on the right side while I'm exploring every few feet, and then when I'm turning around and I want to leave the cave, all I need to do is just look to my left, and as long as I have campfires on the left side of me, I can easily exit the cave.